We are at our home in the country near Hollywood, Arkansas. That's 15 miles from Arkadelphia, which is a little bigger town than Hollywood. I know Hollywood sounds big, but you're thinking of California, not Arkansas. This is a banana palm, and we've got 8 of them here in front of the house. Or I should say, we did have 8. Now, these 8 have had babies. Look at the babies growing here. I see 3 that are big enough to be transplanted out, and that's what I need to do, is kind of thin them out some. This is a nice big one, but it only has that little bitty baby going to stay in the nursery a little longer. These 3 are big. This one doesn't have anything going on. This has some little babies that need to keep growing a while. This one has one, kind of looks like a corn stalk. We'll transplant it today. It's kind of dry. I didn't water it because I knew I'd be messing with it, and I'll water it in a little bit. Now this one, it's over 6 feet tall, and I see 3 that I want to get out of here right now. And I'll put them in these buckets. These are old 5-gallon buckets that weren't any good for one reason or another, and I drilled holes in the bottom, then put newspaper in the bottom. Then I put compost from Hot Springs in there and mixed it with tailings from our diamond mine that's rich in minerals like manganese and iron. Now, this is not a 5-foot tall banana palm, but it's made some big babies. So it's spending a lot of its energy doing that. So we want to get these out of here and transplant them. What we've done is we had some cedar planks a neighbor gave us, and we laid them down here and put linseed oil on them, and this is dry now. And we want to move these banana palms back and set on these cedar planks. But before I move them, I wanted to cut these out of here because I don't want to make a big dirt mess on our freshly painted or sealed cedar. So I guess if you want to watch, you can learn how I do this. I've done it a lot. We started with one great-grandmother banana palm. She had babies. A neighbor gave it to us, just one. We admired it. He was moving to Texas. He had several. He gave one to several different neighbors, and we were glad to get it. And the one we started with had babies, and those babies had babies, and those babies had babies, and this is a great-great-granddaughter, and it's having babies. So they grow out of the roots, so I need to cut the root and take a big plug out and put it in here and put compost around it, and then fill that back in with compost, and this will keep growing and having more babies. So I take a cordless reciprocating saw with a long blade and run it down here, and I know it looks mean, but I've got to get it separated, and I've never had one die from me doing this. Who taught me how to do this? I just tried it. I thought, well, if it kills them, we've got plenty of others. Well, it didn't kill them, and we got lots. So we'll take the sharpshooter or duck bill or long nose shovel, whatever you want to call it, and get in here and kind of pull this out. And it came out in a plug because I sawed it off. And there is enough root that will take root and grow. So we will put it in here, and I've got buckets of compost. Let me grab one. I know I'm sweating. There's 3 reasons for that. It's July, we're in Arkansas, and it's hot. And those 3 go together. So anyway, now we got a separate banana palm that will grow and eventually need a bigger container of its own, and it'll have babies and grandbabies if it acts like the rest of the family did. So one down and maybe 7 more to go here. I prepared these ahead of time. Like I said, there's holes drilled in the bottom of old buckets so they can drain, newspaper, tailings from our diamond mine, compost from Hot Springs, which is free, and you can see the tailings in there. That's that brown. I kind of mix them together so you have dirt and compost together. Let's cut another one free here. Maybe you can see what I'm doing on this side a little better. I don't want to cut a hole in the side of this, but I do want to cut this one too. Goes right off of the root. And now let's see if we can pop out a plum. We'll stick in our thumb. Come on. All right. We disturbed some root, and that's all right. See how it's cut off like that? You'd think you killed it, but there's enough root. It'll grow. I know, I've done it before. So you'd think, oh boy, you really messed up this time. But not so. These are very forgiving. You can be really rough on them, and they take a licking and keep on ticking. So I tried to put it in the middle there, and we'll grab this compost, fill in around it, and in a little bit I'll water all these. I'm going to move them away from the front of the house here. We've got a place over there by the shop I call my nursery, and we'll have all the babies growing over there until they get big enough to have babies, and then we move the family around. And we're having a family reunion. I just brought a couple from there back over to these. Okay, we'll try to cut this. And I am cutting right off on the side of that, right between the two of these. You'd think it'd kill both of them, but it doesn't. All right, I think I went through it. It's about like sawing wood. These banana palms do not ever bear banana, the fruit, but they are called banana palms. I think they look neat. I like the tropical look. Here we go, big plug. It's gonna go in this bucket. Now, yeah. I had to take some dirt out with such a big plug. Look at all those good roots. Oh yeah, that's a lot. I want it kind of centered in the bucket, but that's being a little too picky, I guess. All right. Now I'll fill this with compost. And if you live anywhere in central Arkansas, go to Hot Springs and get their free compost. They have acres of it piled high, and they want you to haul it off. And it's free. That's my price. I like that. So, I'll only keep you another second. Then I'll just fill this in. Now we've got good compost for this plant, and then it'll grow and make other baby plants, and we'll have lots of banana palms to give to people or sell or whatever. So we're just going to keep going. I've got a small container here. I'll put this small banana palm in, and then these larger ones here I'll cut off and put them in here, and we'll get this project rolling. Thanks for watching.